Doc, are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hazy's on Miss Daisy.
Yeah. It's Friday. What's up, cheers? Time to inject you with some knowledge for the weekend.
We told you last week you couldn't say that.
What do you mean?
You can't say that.
Well, I can't say what's up.
No.
26th of May. Let's take a little trip down memory lane. We'll start in 2002. Eminem released his 4th studio album, The Eminem Show, and it launched an absolute banger.
This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said,
So I was in year 11 when this song came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, yeah, actually, maybe I could be a gangster rapper.
Oh,
Yeah.
there was every chance.
Yeah.
You, as a pale little white boy, could have followed in Eminem's footsteps.
Yeah, that was the dream. And I was like, oh, yeah, Wagga Wagga, Detroit, what's the difference? Plenty. 1932, US singer Frankie Lane, born Frank Lovecchio, and his partner Ruth Smith commenced the dance marathon, which lasted till October 18th, a total of 3,501 hours.
Of dancing.
Of dancing.
Ugh.
Oh my goodness. I was even awkward dancing for 3 minutes at my wedding with my beautiful wife to our wedding song.
God, you were even awkward dancing for like 30 seconds at the Rocky Horror Show on stage, remember?
Yes, and I felt like I wasn't hydrated before that, so I was like, oh, I need some water. Oh, there's no water. Here's 30 beers instead. And I
Good compromise.
yeah. 2010, first 3D sports event on Australian television was Rugby League State of Origin game.
Whoa.
Hasn't it evolved since then?
And it's coming to town.
Yeah. Hopefully I can hang out with you as well next Wednesday. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
It'd be good.
They have it on Hayesy. 2020 Twitter ads warning labels to warn about inaccuracies in US President Donald Trump's tweets for the first time. And people were like, how do you say the most famous Indian cricketer of all time?
Sachin Tendulkar.
Everyone's like, as a nation of India, 1 billion plus people are like, what the hell?
What? He's a national treasure and you've just butchered his poor name.
That's not what happens at all. Number one song on May 26 in 2011 was Give Me Everything by Pitbull and Neo.
It's a good song.
It is a nice song.
Yeah.
Turn it up. Enjoy. Go off.
Fitzy Fridays.
Oh, yes. I look forward to this each and every Monday. Gets me through the week. Good morning, Ryan Fitzgerald.
You two beautiful humans.
No.
So what was it? How many? Between 30 to 40 raisins that he
Wow.
has?
40 raisins, he counts.
You're not getting that in Sultana brand, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's true.
No.
Haven't they dropped off the Sultanas in that cereal over the years, Jodes?
No, I know. It sounds like a real gripe for you, Fitzy. Did you have any rituals before you played your, in your couple of games at the Swans?
I would knock off a couple of Eagle Blues before I'd go out, a couple of beers, and then... No, actually, do you know what? When I was at the Swans, there was a guy called Ricky Mott. Don't know if you remember him.
I remember
Hazy.
Ricky Mott, wore number 38.
Oh, my God.
He was a big ruckman, and Jodie, he got into trouble because the night before when he used to travel interstate, he would sit in his room and knock off a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd knock off a 6-pack of beers. He was just a country boy, and that was his routine that he had every week.
I reckon Ricky Mott, wasn't he a WA boy? And didn't he have a chance, Fitzy, for one game? I reckon it was at Stadium Australia to win it, and he was like 20 metres out in front, and he absolutely butchered it.
He butchered it. I did that at a showdown, my only ever showdown, and I enjoyed the day so much, Jodes, watching it from the sideline for 3/4 on the bench. Then Gary Ayres goes, Fitzy, get on and win us the game. And I ran down. I took a mark on Daryl Wakeland. I was 15 minutes out to secure the game. We were up by 9 points, Hazy, with about 5 minutes to go. And this was to secure the game. And I shanked it. Port took it down, kicked a goal. Then 2 minutes later, another goal, and we lost the showdown.
Oh, my God.
Was that the end? Did you one more year, or were you delisted after that?
Nah, that was it. 1 year at the Crows. 1 year at the Crows and still in charge of the social scene.
Fitzy, I always wonder in a situation like that, how do you feel when you walk into the club on a Monday and you've got your review and you have to watch that back in front of everyone?
Well, I played under Rodney Eade, who used to his big thing was to belittle you in front of the whole team.
Oh, no.
I remember after one game, Jodie, this is without a word of a lie, Stephen Carey, he was our big centre forward. He had a bad game, and Rodney Eade said to him, Stephen Carey, 105 kilograms of fairy floss. He said, if I had a baseball bat in my hand right now, I would take it to your head. I went, all right, Steph, you're having a tough week this week.
That's what you call old school coaching.
Oh, that's so rough. Hey, Fitzy, we just played a bit of Dua Lipa there, and so Hayesy, I strongly suspect Dua Lipa is his hall pass.
Okay,
do you have one with BJ?
Do you know what? Mine isn't a opposite sex. Mine is another male.
Doesn't surprise me one bit.
Yeah.
I've said to BJ, if I ever had 15 minutes with Ryan Gosling, that's all I would need.
Do you need that long?
Well, I'm just a big fan of his work. I think he's just a great guy. You know, he broke up a fight in New York once. I just think he's just all round the best bloke going around. So he's my hall pass.
Have you interviewed him?
Yeah, got him once. Only got him for 5 minutes, Jodes, and he didn't want. I tried to become friends with Ryan Gosling, and he gave me absolutely nothing.
I love how you said the rep. Oh, we got 5 minutes from you. Said it's all good. I only need 2.
Here's my hall pass. I'm done. I'm out. I'm not even talking to you.
Yeah, see, I hadn't met. You know, mine was a random one. Marion Jones.
Who's Marion
American
Jones?
sprinter
the
back in the
sprinter.
day.
Oh,
but then
yes.
she got done for doping, and it just kind of ruined the vibe.
Oh, okay.
Strong look.
She was like Ben Johnson, remember, with Carl Lewis? And he finally beat Carl Lewis, and then they found out he was so juiced up on steroids that his eyes popped out. I've been to a few nightclubs in Adelaide, and I've seen the exact same thing, I can tell you.
Is that Ben Johnson? Oh, no. It's been made from Morphin.
The old Savvy bar up on the podium. Far out, there was a few Ben Johnsons there, that's for sure.
Can we bring this back and make it more wholesome, please? Because we're doing a handball competition here with the kiddies. And I just want to know, did you play handball when you were, what primary school did you go to?
Yes, went to Flaxmill Primary School. So we had handball, we had wall ball. Did you guys play wall ball up against the wall?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that was another one as well. But there were huge competitions, Jodie. And my youngest son, Lenny, he just took out the little Nicholson Street Primary School handball competition.
Did he?
Yeah, with his mate. And you know what? The other team, I was there for it.
Yeah.
Because they did it at the end of the day. The other team, they broke down crying their eyes out. Such a lucrative competition. Come on, lads. Seriously, you've just lost a handball. You don't have to cry.
Yeah, geez, there's more important things going, like the Crows getting belted on the weekend against the Bulldogs.
Don't bring that up, mate.
Oh,
Why would you bring that up with Fitzy?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, and it didn't hit us too hard. My son and I travelled 5 hours from Sydney to go down to Ballarat.
Oh, yes.
We were stuck in the rat. And, look, they rested some great players. We've got them back this week, and I'm confident. I don't know. I've got a tip with my head this week, though, and I think Brisbane might get up. But the boys they'll look a bit stronger this week, which is great.
3 big forwards come back in, though, Fitzy. Might be right.
We need Tex. Is Thilly definitely, has he been revealed yet?
Right, he's been known,
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah, he's
and
in.
Tommy Doedee's a big in as well. So, look, I'm confident the boys can bounce back, but I think we're looking forward to that bye. There's a few boys out there that look a little bit banged up at the moment.
Yeah. What about Port?
Yeah, Port, they go from strength to strength. Zach Butters' game is one of the greatest games I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's not Butters.
There we go.
It's not bad. That was 40 possessions in the wet and could have kicked 5, kicked 2. The kid is an absolute freak. For his size, if there's any kids out there and you think you're too small to play AFL, have a look at 2 players, Caleb Daniel from the Bulldogs and Zach Butters from Port Adelaide, because you can do anything.
We interviewed Charlie Dixon on 10 News First last night, not Channel 7, 10 News First, and he compared Zach Butters to Gary Ablett Jr.
Wow.
And he's played with Gary Ablett Jr. up at the Suns, and he said very, very similar.
Amazing. Like, he's quick. He's, you know what, I do agree. He goes in so hard that I fear for him sometimes that he's going to get a major injury. But do you know what? When he's at peak fitness, it's so good to watch.
Yeah. Hey, Fitzy, before we let you go, just a real quick blind test. I've got 2 songs for you. I got this one. Yeah. Or this one. If you had to choose one to play on Nova, what are you going for?
Oh, this is tough because I obviously know that you two are up against each other.
Choose a favourite child. Do it now.
Total Eclipse of the Heart is an amazing song. The build-up in that song is just brilliant. But you know I'm a rock and roll man. So
Yes.
Okay.
So Fitzy's
Song
going for
2.
Blur.
Song 2, Blur. Yeah, and there's whispers that Oasis aren't that far away from a reunion as well.
Oh, really? What, the Gallaghers have sorted it all out, have they?
Well, Noel split up with his wife, and apparently there was a rift between Liam and Noel's wife. Now, Noel's left his wife, and everyone's saying this is it. The Oasis reunion is just around the corner.
So we were talking about this the other day. We're like, okay, 2 brothers, you're having a feud. Sort it out. You're so good at music. Get back together and get rid of the Yoko Ono and just get on with it.
But it's also part of the whole rock star vibe that they hate each other. I really like it.
Yeah.
I agree too. You can imagine the money involved if those guys do a world tour.
Yeah.
Far out.
Oh, my goodness.
Be right up there with Chunky Custard.
Hey, Fitzy, thanks for checking in with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Good on you guys. Speak to you next week.
See ya.
If it's time for a winter trip, jump on What If, the place to go for quick Aussie getaways.
For me, it's just getting in the car and just going for a cruise and exploring.
For accommodation, flights and more, book on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen. This is huge. This is so juicy.
Jodies Juice.
Well, Jimmy Barnes has revealed the moment he learnt of Tina Turner's death and reflected on his favourite moments with the singer. So the Queen of Rock and Roll, Tina Turner, died aged 83 after a long illness in her home in Switzerland. He said, with her, the world loses a music legend and a role model. Here's him singing a duet with her, Simply the Best.
What a combo. Some serious vocals right there.
I know. Who would have thought, though?
As good as it gets,
Who
isn't it?
thought to go, let's get Tina Turner and Jimmy Barnes, 2 vastly different vocals, and put them together?
Yeah.
He also did a rendition of River Deep Mountain High. I was telling you guys, and you had no idea, but it's really, really good.
Yeah, I bet it is. I don't think Jimmy nor Tina has done something that's ordinary. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Exactly right.
Juicy.
Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling's Barbie movie just got even more star power thanks to the film's accompanying soundtrack. Let's have a listen to the trailer first up.
Hey, Barbie. Can I come to your house tonight?
Sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
It looks really good. And by really good, I mean really bad.
Oh, no, come on.
Oh, come on. Oh, no, it's good. It's good.
Leave Barbie alone.
Yeah.
Oh, just...
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So Barbie the album features, what about these names? Lizzo, Dua Lipa, Nicki Minaj, Khalid, Ava Max, Kid Laroi, Charlie XCX, and Tame Impala and Haim.
Right.
Can you remember Haim?
Star-studded.
Yeah.
Always looking to the... That's their song, isn't it?
Yeah,
Hey.
it
Oh,
is.
there you go. How did I know that?
Yeah, it was really good. I
Good
don't
stuff.
know.
Juicy.
Juicy. Well, okay, you've played that, and I hadn't finished with this bit of the segment. You were supposed to wait for me to point to you when I'd
sorry.
finished.
Sorry, I'm just keen on these buttons.
Let's get producer Zoe on the mics here. These are also the people on the album. Dominic Fike, 50-50, and Gail are also amongst the names. Do you know-
Dominic Fike stars in Euphoria, but also 3 nights at the motel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the full version.
3 nights at the motel.
I remember this song. I think everyone remembers this song, don't they?
Yeah, and then Gail, just because we all missed this one.
Oh, yeah. Jeez, what are we doing?
It's Queen.
Yeah, okay.
And that you call out and the Craigslist couch.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, now you can be juicy.
Juice. Good stuff.
Also, a little bit of confusion over a Bluey episode. So, besides the Wiggles, obviously Bluey is Australia's biggest export to the US. But a mum in the US was very confused when she wrote on Twitter, "Okay, mamas, US mama here. Is the beach face paint just an Aussie thing? And what is it? I'd love to get beach face paint for my kiddo." She's obviously talking about sunscreen and zinc.
What do you mean they don't have zinc over there?
They mustn't.
I'm pretty sure the NFL players zinc up sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. So
Don't
maybe
they?
this woman's
They put
just...
war paint on their faces, but I'm pretty sure sometimes they use white zinc, do they not?
I don't know, mate.
Why
Anyway,
you beach
let's
face paint.
let's play that bit where I think it's Bingo talks about having a precautionary week.
Even though I don't really need to do a wee, I'm going to do one anyway. Otherwise, I might wet the bed.
That's very clever, Bingo.
It's called a tactical wee.
You've got toddlers as well. You know how important tactical wees are.
Tactical wees are crucial.
Oh, my gosh.
And you like to do a tactical wee and a tactical poo before the show.
Yeah, sometimes. It's all part of the routine.
And that's Jodies Juice.
Is that why you shower every morning,
Yeah,
Hayesy?
that's it. Wash myself off. What an adventure it is.
By Doedee.
Back on the flight, Jodie.
Right in his face, Doedee.
Please welcome to Jodie and Hayesy, Tom Doedee.
There he is.
Here he is.
The legend himself.
Oh, God, we love him.
Welcome, Tommy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for that intro.
That's all right. How's your head, Fred?
Yeah, we're all good. We're all good, ready to go. Got through training yesterday, got picked, which was nice. So, ready to take on the Brisbane Lions.
Talk us through it. You caught one in the head. What was the thought process when you got crunched? You got up and went what?
It wasn't much thought process going on. No, I
First thought, where am I?
Yeah, where am I? Who am I playing against? Is this football? No, I felt the knock. Still not 100% sure if that was the one incident. Well, could have been that one incident, but obviously playing on wasn't the best thing if it was that incident. But yeah, felt the knock, felt a little bit rattled, but then sort of started to feel okay. Thought it might have just been a bit of an incident, and then three-quarter time settled down, fourth quarter felt all right, and then by the end of the game I was quite scattered, so I just put my hand up and said,
Had a little egg on the side of your temple, you were saying?
An egg on the side of the temple, bruised nose, cut nose, like fat lip, teeth moved a little bit. It was a bit of a
Oh, my
weird
God.
one.
You're still pretty, though, doll.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's why I was doing the whole negatives there, just so someone would butter me up. But thought it might have been Hazy, to be honest.
Oh, Jody jumped in. I was about to. Hey, Tommy, and a quick, no, it's not a serious one, but still on the concussion. You got to retrain the way you go about things because you've got a reputation for being tough. So do you know now if you cop a knock and you said you played through it, you just got to reassess and maybe not push through what traditionally was the tough barrier?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's one of those ones probably early on in your career when you sort of feel invincible and like obviously come back with a flight as a defender is a pretty common thing that you have to do, and I don't think it's those sort of moments that I need to retrain. It's more just if I do feel those knocks, it's putting the hand up like I did because you only get one brain and you want to make the most of it, and unfortunately football's only a small part of your life, so you've got to make sure I use
Hazy
use it
didn't even get one.
Yeah.
Just kind of three-quarters, didn't you?
Half a brain, bash it up on a Saturday and then bash it even harder on a Saturday night.
now bash it on weekday mornings.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone else who copped a knock was Mitch Hinge on the weekend at Ballarat. And we spoke yesterday about weird sportsmen's names, and he came up. And I'm just going to play you this and get your reaction to what we think he should change his name to. We've got German footballer Ralph Minge.
Yeah.
Mingy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, if only there was an H instead of the M. Hinge is very acceptable. Minge, not so much.
No, he's just playing on the wing.
Imagine if
Everyone's yelling out, Mingy!
Yeah.
Mingy!
Imagine if the hinges were minges. Oh, Mitch Minge. Does that suit Mitch, do you think?
I would be lying if I said he hadn't been called that once.
Finally, we've joined the party.
He's got a lot of nicknames, slime ball and bot and etc. But yeah, that does get a bit of a giggle.
Yeah, good.
We would really appreciate it if in the locker room you could kind of get that going and make it catch on.
Yeah, and then I'd say, like, every time you say it has to be, like, presented by Nova. So
Yes.
to really get the sponsorship out there
Exactly
and
right.
live up to my contract.
He's catching
Nova's
on.
Mitch Minge. That works, doesn't it?
I can do that.
Tom, we know you're all over this. I mean, who knows? We might uncover the next Tom Doedee type sort of athlete.
Yeah.
That's the goal with this thing.
Yeah.
Nova's handball blitz.
So basically, we're trying to find the best handball player in South Australia. as a child. So could you do them a favour and run them through sort of your pre-game routine, what you do to prepare for a big, handball match?
Yep, big handball match, crucial. I'm not superstitious in a lot of ways. The one thing I do though every morning is get up and go for a walk. So just get the body moving, just so that when you go to the game, you're not feeling stiff. You're ready to go when you actually get out there on the field. In terms of eating, I eat the same brekkie every day. I have Wheat Bix, muesli, yogurt, and fruit every day. So that's not a pre-game thing, which is just like gets me off on the right. I get going and I just get excited. But then I'm thinking in terms of some of our boys, we have some guys that count the amount of raisins they put on their certain cereals. Some sleep at the exact time every pre-game. They get up at the exact time. So some are super locked in, but I'm a bit more, see how it goes, see how my body feels.
Who's the raisin counter?
It used to be Lairdy, but he's a bit more relaxed in his old age now. But he used to be locked in.
What's he throwing a raisin on for every touch he gets? Just a little 40 raisins per cereal.
How much he wants to get for that day. So I'm a little more just relaxed, see how it goes. But the main thing is get up, get the body going, and then you feel better for the game.
I heard that Eddie Betts used to have Subway twice before a game. So he'd go for breakfast and then go sort of lunchish.
Potentially.
Yep.
I know someone like Cam Ellis-Yeoman, he used to eat a 6-inch sub just before the main warm-up, like before you'd run out. And so I'm someone who doesn't eat, 3 hours before the game, that's when I eat, and then I'm done because I just feel sick. And he used to eat a full 6-inch with chicken, salad, sauce and everything just before we'd run out for the main warm-up.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'd be throwing that up everywhere. So don't do that, handball kids. But get up, get going, and you'll play better for it.
Yeah, get into it. Routine's very, very important. Like back in the day, you'd have your football, then you'd have a strict diet of KFC straight after.
Yeah.
And then 12 to 14 beers just to make sure you stay hydrated. You've got to replace the fluids.
That's good by you.
Do you know?
Yeah, I don't think the handball kids would be wanting to take that.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. Unless you're over 18. And if you're over 18 still in primary school, that's a separate issue. Anyway.
Haven't we gone down a path there?
Can we just look forward quickly to this weekend as well, Tommy?
Go for it.
Brisbane Almighty Challenge.
Correct, yeah. Looking at their list, obviously they've got talent in all three lines. Midfield, when they get on top, incredibly damaging. Obviously their forwards, we know what they can do. And then their backs, I reckon, have been a bit underrated this year as well in terms of their defensive stuff. But back on the home deck, coming off a pretty bad loss, we're going to be pretty motivated. So hopefully we get the win.
Who do you get? Danaher?
No, that'll probably be one of the big boys. That'll be Butsy and Murray.
Oh, you're big. Don't talk
you.
yourself down.
What's going on this morning? Did I do something? Did I do something in the past to get a lot of compliments?
Trying to be nice.
Just for the listener, I've spent a lot of time with Jodie in my years in Adelaide, and not many compliments have come out of that.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know what's happened this
Must
morning.
be a Friday thing.
But no, I'll probably go to Gunston or Rayner, whoever's deep in that regard. So more the third, fourth tall.
So do you play on Cameron at all, ever?
Have in the past, but it's been more of a Luke Brown sort of operation. And then if Brownie's off, I take over or on a handover. But might be the go.
Okay.
I've got me and Brody have got a lot of smack talk for Charlie ready to go.
Oh, really?
He'll like to chirp as well. He likes to chirp, so hopefully we can get back to him.
Great.
Very good.
All right. Maybe I'm being nice because I want you to vote for my song for Battle of the Bangers.
Oh, yes. Just let's go blind with this, okay?
Yeah,
okay.
All right, Tommy, you've got two songs. First of all, you've got this one. It's a pretty good song. It's a cracker, isn't it? I mean, I think the decision... Do we need to hear the second one? No, it's not giving it away at all. Or you've got this one. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but do you know this song?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Total Eclipse. What's this for, by the way? Is it was a specific mood that we're trying to set?
Battle of the Bangers. So each Friday we select the song each, and then we put it to the good people on Instagram just to vote, and we'll play it towards the end of the show. Yeah,
I'm going to go with Blur too. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Apparently it's Tom Doedee. His vote is worth 1,000.
I will take back everything I said. You're not big, you're small. And also, they really messed up your face.
Hey, Tommy, thanks for coming in.
Appreciate you having me.
Time now to chat to an absolute Port Adelaide legend. Oh, look who it is. Oh. It's the one and only. It's a great Bruce Abernethy. Abba, before we get to anything else, can I just ask you, what's it like to win 5 premierships?
Yeah, you always say 5. 5. We'll try and get
He won 7.
I did win 5. And I'm not going to fall for that one again, Hayesy. You know what fascinates me, Joe? I always see him on the weekends with shorts on thinking, yes, the casual look for weekends.
Yeah.
Monday to Friday shorts too.
Yeah. No, she's 7 days a week.
Consistency is the key.
You reckon the bloke is very happy with the rig too?
Oh, my God.
How many times has the shirt come up and just gone, what, these old things?
Yeah. Or if I call him and he's like at the gym, and my daughter, who you were on speed the other day, and she's like, why is he always at the gym? And you reply, this rig doesn't maintain itself, Peyton.
Unfortunately, it's not a self-sculpting system.
Well, Hayesy's never met a mirror he didn't like.
That's so
Oh, my God.
That's so true.
I'm trying to give you stick here, Abba. You turned that beautifully.
And look what's happened.
Yeah, really good stuff. Abba, the Car Club, 1:30, Saturday, 7 May, that is nationally, season 2. How good?
Unbelievable. Very, very comfortable. Well, you know, I love my cars, and, we're boys and we love our toys. But we ran a season last year just to see how it went on 7, and got invited back for a rerun of 12 now.
Yeah.
So we're going through winter, and we got the nicer time slot at 1:30 on a Saturday afternoon, nationally, as you mentioned, nationally.
Yeah.
And, we get to drive around in cars, talk a lot of crap, and promote the history of cars here in South Australia. So it's great.
You're a big fish in a small pond here in South Australia. Now you're a little fish in a big pond that is nationally.
I'm very happy, Jodie. I'm very happy that nobody knows me. And it's just, I just think there's someone up there in Townsville or Port Hedland or Perth who tunes on and goes, who are these clowns? But they're talking about cars, so I'll watch anyway.
Yeah, exactly right. Abba, each and every week we have a little Monday morning joke off. So far,
I've heard a couple.
Yeah, so far to date, Andrew Hayes has stolen every single one of your jokes.
I'm open about it, though.
Well, it's Sunday after we finish the sport on 7. We sit around and just have a chat about a debrief, we call it. And Hayesy always at the last minute, like on Sunday night at 7:30, have you got a joke?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in my back pocket. Here you go, Hayesy.
Yeah.
But why bother giving them to him when he butchers them the way he does?
Oh, that was just a one-off.
So I've got my dad joke, because as you know, Jodie, 3 beautiful daughters. So the joke about the dad, the very protective dad, that's my go-to joke. So I give it a Hayesy.
Yeah.
So he gets on, all he has to remember is Teddy, going to the jetty with Betty, spaghetti, Joe, going to the show with Flo, and he gets to the punchline, and the name's supposed to be Chuck.
Yeah.
And he goes, and he's what's your name? Truck. Now, whose name's Truck apart from Tom Tahini on the York Peninsula? But
I was talking about Ben Rutten.
He butchers it completely.
Yeah,
right? So even given the fact that I've got my dog Chuck, the Kelpie comes in and to Channel 7 on the occasion of the weekend, hangs out with us. So, but Chuck, good old Chuck, he's getting on a bit. And I said to him, I was going to get him one of those rescue dogs as a friend, just to keep him happy. So I went to the rescue dog place, and they said, we got an old dog. He's really good. The only trouble is he's a paranoid retriever. I said, what's that? He said, well, it brings back everything because he's not sure what you threw.
There you go. That's good.
Very
and unfortunately,
he's getting no more right jokes.
Yeah, my little brain was like, hang on, we still talking about Chuck, your dog? What did he do?
Well, that's to whack you and get the joke.
Oh, God.
Hey, Abba, thanks for coming in. 4 time premiership player from Port Adelaide Magpies. I mean, what an achievement. Yeah.
Anyway, the car club, we're back on air, 1:30 nationally, 7 May tomorrow, every Saturday. Tune in. If you like cars, we got something for you.
You didn't even mention it was national.
Did I?
It's been a massive show, and I can't support this enough. Please listen to the podcast.
Oh, yes, please.
It's all in there.
Catch up with everything. Okay, so I like to write down things during the week, just little thoughts, ideas about what's transpired on this show. It's pretty cathartic, so we're going to get to that in just a moment. Make sure you tune in next week, though. Jonathan Thurston is going to join us.
I can't wait for this.
For the joke off.
This is going to be epic. The great JT.
So one of the big parts of telling a joke is you need someone with encouraging laughter behind you. He's got the best laugh in the business.
The best in the business.
Yeah. Have it on Hayesy if you want to go along to see JT's team in action at the State of Origin. Your chance to get involved in that, 10K a day, 3 more opportunities next week. And the Handball Blitz. Oh, my God, make sure you register right now.
Do that via the Nova Player. Should we call this a week reflective piece by you?
You can. You can call it whatever you want.
Okay.
You're still about to get belted, so whatever.
Exactly right. See you, friends. Have a good weekend.
Jodies Diary.
Dear Diary, well, this week really sucked. Actually, because we just couldn't quite get our mouths around our lollipops.
We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild.
In our now world-renowned segment, What the Fork, we asked, why the fork? Can't we get the fork and wrappers off Chupa Chups? And that triggered Nicole from Morford Vale.
Rapping rage. Do you suffer from it?
Oh, all the time, especially when the kids are at me and pulling on me like, give it to me now, I want it yesterday, kind of raised and hangry. And, you know, some packets have those little tear-away bits where you can just tear it open at the top. Some you need to do the pinch and the pull. I'm just get so frustrated. It's just like I shake it to death, like, come on!
Abby from the newsroom normally sucks at the Monday morning joke off. Not this week. She really went bang.
Penguin takes his car to the shop and the mechanic says it'll take about an hour. While he waits, the Penguin goes to an ice cream shop and orders a big sundae to pass the time. The Penguin isn't the cleanest eater and it ends up all over him. When he returns to the shop, the mechanic takes one look at him and says, "You look like you've blown a seal." No, the Penguin insists, "It's just ice cream."
Oh my gosh. I think I know what just happened there. Abs, you went too hard the other way.
Hey, that got approved, so bad luck.
Can we just find a happy medium, please?
Never.
There's got to be somewhere in between, Abby. Diary, I'm not a great loser. So when I lost a battle of the bangers that I should have won, I did the really mature thing and wrote a letter to the International Battle of the Bangers Committee based in Geneva. And what do you know? It worked.
If we can get, 50 texts? 50 texts in the next how long, do you reckon, so? It's by the end of news.
Okay.
If we can get 50 texts with the word hello,
Yes.
then maybe we can play it. Should we reveal how many texts did we get for Martin Solvik hello?
Bearing in mind, if we got over 50, we get to play
Yeah,
it. Right
you
here,
needed
right now.
50.
Yeah.
You got over 150.
Let's just quickly check in with Nicole and see how she's going with that Chuppa Chup wrapper.
And the chup thing as well.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this glue is like super grip bloody, super strength Tarzan grip bloody glue, I swear.
That's good. Kids in the background there as well, Nicole, going, what are all these special words that Mum's using?
You know who else sucked this week? Nick Jonas in his worst guitar moment on stage. And of course we're going to replay it for you.
Keep an ear out for the genuine bung note. There it is. Let's take the bass line for a walk. Just went in a different direction there.
Was that a member of the Jonas Brothers or Hayesy gigging at the Lion back in the day? Anywho, at least he knows when to be quiet, like when all the girls are talking about men being lazy around the house. Do you know who's really quiet on this one, Andrew? We haven't heard much from you, mate.
I am not an intelligent man, but I know when to keep my mouth shut.
Got that strawberries and cream Chuppa Chup sorted there, Nick?
We're on our way to childcare, so I've got my 2-year-old and my 3-year-old in the back seat.
Yeah.
And, you know, they get hungry. And I've also got a 7-year-old.
Oh, my God,
and
Nicole.
when they're pulling at you, they,
Yes.
they want it yesterday.
What's
and
going on? And they're like, Mum, just
Chup.
open the Chuppa Chup. In breaking news this week, The Weeknd changed his name, you guys. He's dropped the E in The Weekend, so now he's just WEEKND.
You think he's always been that? Oh my God.
And maybe Nick Jonas should change his name after this. And you know who else needs to change his name? Adelaide Crow, Mitch Hinge.
Imagine if the hinges were minges. Oh, Mitch Minge. Lining up for the Crows everywhere.
Adelaide Crow's defender, Mitch Minge. So to Nicole, Nick Jonas, who's now changed his name to Rick Jonas, and Mitchy Minge.
Mitch Minge.
Mitch Minge. Go off this weekend, Queens. Have a great weekend. Love, Jodie.